Hello everybody and welcome back to our Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind playthrough. I am your host Valenfor, and in today's episode we are going to attempt to find the Cavern of the Incarnate, which is where we are supposed to find the moon and star in a shrine to Azura, supposedly. So we're going to head over that way now, hopefully not die in the process. There we go, get rid of that Kaguti. There's a rat here as well for some reason. There we go. So we're going to make our way over there now, and actually I'm just going to check what I've got. Fortify speed, that might allow us to move a bit quicker. Have I got feather, spell, detect key, swift swim? Okay. Doesn't really seem to have done much difference, but okay, never mind. So really, with the sea just to our west over here, we need to just continue along, following the coastline, and the riddle from the last episode is actually how we will determine whereabouts the Cave of the Incarnate is. It was along the lines of something to do with... Actually, do you know what? Let's just read it. I must solve a riddle. The eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind, the mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl, and the dream is the door and the star is the key. Now, that doesn't really make an awful lot of sense, but it's referring to landmarks around the edge of the sea, okay? So, there's going to be an area that looks like teeth jutting out, and at that point we need to head north. Or do I mean south? I think I mean south. We need to head south, and that is then going to allow us to go up and over, up a fairly high area, a bit like this really, and through a ravine. Oh god, that was close. I thought I was going to die then. Now we've got Skalk coming in now, Fire Beetle. Really need to get something that... Wow, have you seen my health? That thing took us to town then. Thank you. I really need to think about getting some repair hammers as well, I think. Or have I already got some? No, I have no repair hammers. Okay. Let's see how we're getting on. Yeah, we've got a little way to go yet. My items seem to be breaking fairly consistently, fairly quickly. But at least our skills are still levelling up. So we're doing well in that respect. And of course I'm going to continue to run, jump and hop and skip and... Oh, what are these two things? Elits, are they? Let me just attack you. Thank you. Can't rest whilst there are enemies nearby. It's because of this cliff racer. I need to get my mana back before we continue there. Ooh, Longblade's gone up to 70. Nice. There we go. Rest until healed. There we go. That's a blighted cliff racer. We have what looks like a Nyx hound over there. More cliff racers over there. I'm not sure what the distance is before these things see you, or aggro, but it seems to be a fairly long way away. But in any case, so that's our goal for today. We're going to see if we can get over to this Temple of the Incarnate. And pick up the moon and star, our first decent constant effect item, I believe. At least that's how my memory recalls it. There seems to be a lot of things in the game that I recall differently from actually what is reality. Come on, rat. Thank you. One hit kill. Nice. And we're getting close. We're getting close. Let's just quick save. Unfortunately, this area, the ashlands themselves, you can see it's quite, well, uninteresting to say the least. There's not much going on. It's fairly dark and dismal and grey. Right, come on. Thank you. There's a Dwemer ruin off in the distance over there. Interesting looking tree just over there. And a Daedric ruin just off this way. I believe we need to go past it. And hopping, skipping and jumping as usual, just to try and get our acrobatics up. I wonder what this Daedric ruin is. Daedric ruins are usually quite good for loot and the likes, but I've tried to avoid them as best I can. At least for the time being. Our gear is actually a little lackluster for this level now. So ideally I want to be upgrading. Right, are we at the right location here? I think this might even be it. We can hear the wind. That's one of our signs that we're in the right place. There we go, one blighted rat down. And another. Let's hope I don't clip into a tree. And of course, I go and say it and it ends up happening. Let's just move out of the way of these trees. There we go. Right, I think it is this one here that we need to be walking down. There's a couple of elites over there. So if they see me, we're going to have to engage. What wants to attack me? Oh, it's a cliff racer, okay. Well, we're going to continue down this path. Again, I do hope it is this path and I've not gone and made a boo-boo here. We've got a cave just to the left of us. I'm not sure which cave this is. Let's go and have a look. It's the Darylith Ancestral Tomb. Not interested in that. There we go. Got a rat coming up as well. There we go, he is down as well. Right, let's progress this way. I've got a feeling that we may have gone down the wrong path, but we will continue along this path here. Yeah. Oh dear. Because you never know, I may get lucky. I didn't think these things were aggressive, but clearly they are. They're guars. Right, well I can see the ghost fence, which I'm not sure that's a good thing. I'm just going to hop and skip and jump up this bit here. Aha! I did go the right way, that's great. Okay, so here is the Cavern of the Incarnate, guys, okay? And look at those doors. Pretty awesome. Moon here, or moon rather, and star. And just like the Distant Priest's location, this door will only open at dusk and dawn. So we're only 3 hours away from dusk.
In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
And here we go. And look, here is Azura. And what is glowing in her hands is the moon and star.
Nerevar reborn, incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
So there you go. So we've got our ring, we can put that on. That's another trial complete. And we now have ghosts that are surrounding us, and each of these are one of the Nerevarine Reborn. They met parts of the trials but died during the trials themselves. But each of them has an item that we can get, and usually they're fairly good. So I think I need to consider dumping some stuff. I really don't need these Imperial Steel Gauntlets anymore, so let's get rid of those. Peak Star. Welcome, Incarnate, Moon and Star Reborn, Hortator, Nerevarine, Mourner of the Tribal Unmourned, Redeemer of the False Gods. I am Peak Star, I was not the one, but I wait and hope, ask and I shall answer if wisdom guides me. I'll answer when I can and with what I know, but the visions of Azura are often obscure for 2 reasons. 1, because the future cannot be known, and choices may also be made. 2, because truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and not to rely only on impulse and force. Okay, fine. I'm a failed incarnate. So are all of these who remain here with me in the Cavern of the Incarnate. I survived the Blight, but I fell in battle with an Ash Vampire. I could not master the arts of war, nor could I learn the ways of great houses. They would not have accepted me as Hortator. Take these few poor things, they are of no use to me. So we've got Peak Star's belt and travel-stained pants. Lovely. Let's have a look at these items quickly. So Peak Star's belt, cast when used, fortify willpower. I'm not overly bothered by that. And travel-stained pants is actually not too bad. It's a cast when used levitate spell. Really, really useful. That gets rid of our extravagant pants. So thank you for those items. How about you? My story. I was a Holy Crusader of the Temple in the Golden Area of the Tribunate. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the Temple and now would be called apocrypha. I followed the Tribunal unquestionably to my regret. I never believed in the Nerevarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions with my blessing. So we've been given a mace and 36 lessons of Vivek Sermon 12. Let's just read that book. No, that's the wrong book. This one. Heavy armour, fantastic. And she's given us her mace. Blunt-handed weapon, damage speed, that's nice. We might hold on to that because that'll help us raise our mace skill. Blunt skill, rather, I believe, wherever blunt is. Blunt weapon, there we go. However, of course, we're over-encumbered again. What don't I really want that isn't worth an awful lot? But that's also weighing us down, of course. 128 versus 144 and 144. But they're worth quite a lot, aren't they? This is really annoying. This is really, really annoying. Okay, I have no need for these corpus weepings, and the key to wherever it is that I said I really need to get rid of, we'll just get rid of it. I don't think we're ever going to go back there, to be fair. So let's get rid of that. Right, what else is there? Uradan, my story. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, swore hatred and vengeance against the Imperial and Tribunal alike for their betrayals. In later years, I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armour, I have no further use for them. So he's given us a spear and cuirass. What are these like? The spear is terrible, so I'm actually going to get rid of that. And the cuirass, where's that gone? Is it this one? Again, it's pretty poor, so I'm going to get rid of that as well. Any others? Idraine Nerathan. What's her story then? We've been given a master's lockpick and probe, so that's good. I lived in the late years of the Tribunate and behind the scenes. I helped us demoralised and repel the Akavari invaders. I knew nothing of the Nerevarine or Dagother until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool, trying to loot ruined Kogarun. We've done that. Here, take these, maybe there's something in the world left worth stealing. And this guy? I was an Ashcan. I led my people against the Akavari while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like Kuguti. I quested deep into the strongholds in Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame I craved glory, but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours with my blessing. He's given us boots and axe. Are they any good? Wow, the axe is actually glass, so that's worth a lot, but his boots are light armour, not really worth an awful lot, so I'm going to ditch those. And there's one last person. This guy. He's given us Sithis, which I believe is a book, and Hortled's robe. I died 400 years ago in the late days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker, not a doer, and though I marked by the stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine, my bones won't complain. So he's given us Sithis, which is the book about the... oh, is it? Or is it a weapon? Sithis in one of the games is a book, but maybe it's a weapon. No, there we go. And I've probably already read it. And finally, what was the other thing? A robe, was it? Maybe? Pretty sure he said he gave me a robe. There we are. Hortled's robe. Yeah, it's alright, I suppose. Well, we've got everything we need from in here, actually. So we can actually leave, and we can just recall our way back. I don't think there's anything left to do, is there? Saw Azura, take these next two trials. Nibani Mesa should be my guide. Okay, so we need to go back to Nibani Mesa. Failed. Failed. And we succeeded on the last try. Let's go see Nibani Mesa before we finish. Here we go. 7 trials. You have passed the 3rd trial, now you must pass the 4th and 5th. They are much the same. Each Ashlander tribe, each great house in Vvardenfel must call you as war leader to unite the Dunmer against Dagother's terrible menace. Each tribe must name you Nerevarine, each great house must name you Hortator. You have come for guidance, and I will give it to you. So, Nerevarine, in times of great danger, the 4 Ashlander tribes unite under a single war leader. If you can prove to the Ushalaku, Musa, Zainab, and Erebenemsum tribes that you are Nerevarine and that the tribes must unite against the threat of the 6th house, then each Ashcan will declare you Nerevarine and war leader of all tribes. You must go to the tribal Ashcans, but go first to Solmatul, who is your friend and who will surely grant you that honour. Damn right he should. Hortator. When a greater enemy threatens the great houses, put aside their quarrels and choose a Hortator, a single war leader to lead all of the houses. Only a great house council can name a Hortator, and all councils must agree. Speak with the Redarin councillors, Halalu councillors, and Telvanni councillors. Prove to them that Dagother threatens, and when you are named Redarin, Halalu, and Telvanni Hortator, only then will you be named Hortator named in prophecy. So, fantastic. It looks like we're on our way to securing more of the trials and becoming the Nerevarine. But guys, this is actually where we're going to end for today. I really hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please do all those lovely social media things. Please like, comment, share and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you next time for more of our Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind playthrough. But until then guys, take care!